Hi, I'm Amanda Beard, 7-time medalist. I get my Aquasphere gear at swimoutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Check them out today.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, October 20th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush, and the Phoenix Monitor today will talk to Coach Ed Aston. To say he wins more than he loses is quite an understatement. He guided the ladies at Cheshire High School in Connecticut to the longest dual meet win streak in high school swimming. And he's getting ready to retire here in a few weeks. So Coach Aston joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Cheshire, Connecticut. Coach, welcome to the show. How are you?
Well, Peter, nice being here. Thank you very much. It's great. Everything's going well.
It's great to have you on after, what was it, 281 consecutive victories?
Yes, that's the correct number.
And I understand it just came to an end.
You had to bring that up.
Well,
yes, it did. Yeah, it just ended about a week and a half ago.
Any coach knows that you learn more from your losses than you do from your wins, so.
Well, we'll see how much we learned from this. I'd rather it the other way, but it was a great experience going through all of this.
Well, it really is tremendous. Congratulations. It's quite the achievement. And it says that you didn't just have great swimmers along the way, because everybody has a star swimmer now and again, but to keep that consistency year after year after year, you must have had quite some depth.
Well, that has been really the motto of our team, is to develop as much depth as we can. Our numbers have ranged from 40 to 50 girls on the team, and we don't cut anybody, and we think that they all can develop into swimmers, and we've been successful doing that.
So anyone who wants to be on the team can join?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have girls just lining up with all the success that you've had to want to be a part of this?
Usually you know the kids that are going to come out, but through the years we've always have taken in a girl that never had any previous experience and wanted to be a part of that, and then 4 years later ended up doing very well.
And I know you've sent a lot of swimmers on to the next level, collegiate swimming. I know something you're very proud of is all the team captains at the collegiate level that you've produced.
Well, I think at last count we were about 125 of my former swimmers went on to be college swim captains.
Just incredible. And you've coached the guys and the girls most of the time. I know a few years ago you stopped coaching the guys, but for many decades you were both.
I did both of them for 33 years and retired from the boys in 2005. And now I'm going to do the girls, retire from them.
How did you get into coaching?
My college coach actually got me involved. He saw something in me that he thought I'd be a decent coach, and he asked me to fill a vacancy in the program where his two kids were swimming. And so he got me started in it back in 1969, 1970.
Did you do some teaching along the ways? I know sometimes when you're
I was an elementary school math teacher for 6 years, and then the rest of my career, I was a high school guidance counselor.
Oh, wow. So you've just worked around kids your entire life. It takes a special kind of person to know how to bring the best potential out of kids like that.
Well, I think, as a teacher, that's what you're trained for, and certainly coaching is an extension of the classroom. And so it became a second calling. I mean, it was just, you transfer one to the other.
Are you excited, sad going into these final few weeks of your coaching career?
I don't know if you could use either one of them. It's business as usual right now, and we want to continue doing what we have been doing, and I don't want to really call any attention to it. It's been nice. A couple of the teams that we have swam kind of made a big deal of it after their meets, and I enjoyed having that, but I'll probably, as it gets closer to the end, become a little more emotional about the whole thing.
Any chance you ride off into the sunset with a state championship?
Well, we would like to. I hope so.
I know you've had plenty of those along the way, too.
Yes. We have been very successful in Connecticut with the 26 state championships and 13 state opens in this 37-year span.
Tell us what your big plans for retirement are.
I'm living in Jupiter, Florida, and we have actually been there the last 2 years. I've come back to coach for these past 2 seasons, and but we'll go back there. We have a place, as I said, in Jupiter, and we've been very happy there and very busy, taking up some golf and tennis and a lot of other things that I didn't have time for before.
Do you ever swim yourself?
Oh yeah, yeah. When the time calls, if I have time.
Well, looking back on it, 40 years of coaching, I'm sure you have some incredible memories. If if they had to get up there and have you share, one or two, what comes to mind?
I think the biggest thing was the night that we broke the national record and the number of alumni that came back for that meet and the type of coverage we got around here. That was probably the most memorable event that during this time.
How did you keep the girls hungry all that time? Because as I mentioned earlier in the interview, sometimes coaches say you learn more from losses and you get more motivation, but how did you keep them so intense in competition?
Well, I think I had a lot of help from the girls themselves. The streak took on a thing of its own, and no team wanted to lose it, and under their watch, and they sort of passed on that traditional type of thing to each group and told them the importance of it to them, and they in turn took on that persona also, and it was really good. You want to motivate them as best you can, and one of the ways was if somebody is a threat to do it, you kind of talk about that, and that sort of motivated them even more.
Parting words for any young coaches who might be watching this show, especially high school coaches who could learn something from a legend like yourself?
Work hard at it. If you're not going to work hard at it, don't do it. Take no shortcuts. And
Coach,
run your own program. Do your own thing.
Coach, our most sincere congratulations on an incredible run, and thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy your retirement.
Thanks, Peter.
All right, that's Coach Ed Aston joining us from Cheshire, Connecticut, and that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.